wandered far from hearth and home, with dreams upon my heavy heart, of distant lands and a brand new start. Oh, take me back where the Guinness flows, where laughter rings and shamrocks grow, to the emerald hills and my mother's eyes, where the river meets the sky. The stones, they speak of tales long past, of kings, queens, and lovers who clashed. Each step we take, the magic earth's like flies. The tree roots speak where truth never dies. Oh, take me back where the Guinness flows, where the wild heart sings and slags are thrown, to the rolling hills and my mother's eyes, where the river meets the sky. And though I've walked 1,000 miles, through storm and sea, through fate and trial, one whisper calls me through the pines, your soul remembers, child of mine. Where the Guinness flows, where laughter rings and shamrocks grow, to the emerald hills and my mother's eyes, where the river meets the sky. Hey! Where the river meets the sky.
Oh, you're on mute, Carrie.
Here I am chatting away again, and it was muted. Welcome, everyone, to Carrie Kohan's Mystic Compass. Hello. I have my cards. We are going to be doing readings again today, so have cards will travel. We're coming live to you into your homes, your offices, wherever you may be today. And Glenn is with us. He is in the Command Central Station downstairs. Hello, Glenn. How are you? Are you there? Glenn?
I'm good, Carrie. How are you?
Oh, it's Canada Day. I totally forgot about that.
How are you today, Carrie?
Well, you forgot the A. How you doing, eh?
Ooh, that's a boot. Let's go a booting, take our canoe, and we're going to go down the St. Lawrence River, eh? And we're going to stop at the Timmy's on the way and grab a honey cruller and maybe go to the Francais Montreal and check out the nightlife.
Are you French? Are you French? You got a bit of a French accent there, you know.
Je ne parle pas français.
Ah, well.
Non, je suis Glenn. Bonjour.
Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. Je ne pas parle en français. Oui.
So
It's
it
been a
is,
long time
yes.
since I've spoken French because my family is French, but it's been a long time since gone
No,
that route.
I learned French in school, and that's about it. So welcome in,
Yeah.
everyone. It is Canada Day. However, my views of Canada Day over the last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years have changed dramatically. As a social studies teacher, I'd always pump and promote Canada and Canada Day. And,
Yeah.
as a youngster, the fireworks and all that. Did you ever in the past celebrate Canada Day, Carrie?
Yeah, I did. Would you mind taking the glasses off, though? It's hard to look at those black beady eyes. There we go. Now we see the warm eyes coming through. Yes, I did celebrate Canada Day many, many times. And I loved Canada Day, the fireworks, all of that. Canada Day is a interesting proposition now, isn't it? With everything that's going on and the rallies, especially in Alberta that we're watching, we're witnessing. So what does everyone think? Put your comments in the chat, and we have people from South Australia here today. So it's not all about Canada today. It is an international group that gathers with us, and I'm really grateful for each and every one of
Right.
you. Yeah,
So
yeah.
again, your mic is cutting in and out again. It's weird. It just for some
I,
reason they don't want you to speak, Carrie. But
I got a brand new system. Oh, don't tell me so. I'll cut out. I'll leave the studio. I'll come right back. Okay,
I
because
think
that
I think
seems
as long as you keep your mouth close to the mic, it seems to be better.
okay.
So just don't
Okay.
fade away too much. Just try and stay close to it.
Okay. I'll stay right on top of it. Yeah.
So welcome in everyone again. For those of you in the United States, of course, you have July 4th coming up on Friday, and those of you in France, you have your day in the middle of July. I think it's July 14th. So yeah, countries have these days of recognition. Celebrate it as you want, as much as you want, as little as you want. It's your own personal choice. But I thought today we'd do a little bit of honoring, because the Canada I grew up in, I loved the Canada I grew up in, and I want to celebrate those memories of those times of the past. It is much different now.
Well, I think we're coming back to it's like a full circle. Everything's a full circle. And it's forcing our government is forcing the people to stand up and say, this is what we desire. And we desire freedom of speech and the ability to be sovereign citizens and not have all our money given away. So, but that's a whole nother political thing. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, this is how Canadians are feeling right now. Isn't that an interesting? We feel muzzled. We feel, and we feel outside of the world. The world. I was going to say, the W, right? To the world, but we are. This is the whole thing. Is we are stepping outside of that. And that's where we're evolving to. So again, we have to see our end result and let go of all those guys in Ottawa that are doing things that are not spiritually based, right? And there's a lot of them, and guys and girls. It's got to yield. It's got to stop. So we need to set the sheep free. We need to wake them up and say enough is enough. Is that my mic still doing a funny thing?
Yeah, it's still your mic. So maybe try and exit out and come back in and see if that's any better. And I'll put a few comments here that are on the screen. So Carrie will be back shortly here. She's going to reconnect. So we got Rainbow. Pamela's in the house. Happy Canada Day, Carrie, Glenn, and Tammy. Thank you so much. Also, what else do we got? AK's in the house. Hi, Carrie, Glenn, and Tammy. Lovely to be here. Lovely to see you, or at least to virtually see you. AK. What else do we got? We got Gail in the house. Gail, I don't know if I've seen Gail on here before, but if not, happy Canada Day to you as well if you're in Canada. Sadie in the house from Fraser Canyon in British Columbia. Yeah, you're probably along that old highway route to Vancouver. I lived in the interior of British Columbia, so when we went through to go to Vancouver, we'd have to take the old road, not the Coke that they have now. So you're probably in that area. Let's see. Oh, Carrie's back, so we'll bring her back. And also a Vancouver Island gal. And Rainbow says hi to Tammy as well. Okay, let's try this out again, Carrie.
Okay, we're going to try. Take 2. Yeah.
Okay,
And
better. Sounds good so far.
oh, fantastic. And I was brought up on Vancouver Island in Esquimalt. I went to Esquimalt High and elementary school there, junior high, high school. So hello to everyone on the island there. It's beautiful. So, did you celebrate Canada Day a lot as a child? And what did you do? What was your favorite thing, Glenn?
I know for me too, the Canadian anthem, like I was always proud to sing "O Canada." Like if it was at a sporting event or a school event, we would always play "O Canada." And I would be there and I would sing it, and not loud where everyone could hear me, but I would audibly sing "O Canada" because I was extremely proud to be a Canadian. And then they've changed the words over the time lately and things like that too. So it's getting, again, very political, and not saying that's right or wrong. Sometimes there is times you do
Oh,
need to
I'll
change
say it.
things.
I'll say
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's right. I don't think, when you try taking God out of everything, they took it out of the
Yeah.
schools. And I'm not talking just God, spirituality, right? It's doing it again, isn't it? My mic.
Yeah, yeah, it's doing it again. So I think
Okay.
you have it turned. You need it turned, Carrie. You need to turn it so the dial is facing you, like that little dial. I
Yep.
don't know what side of the mic it is. Okay,
That's the way it is. Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
and you
Okay.
got the everything set to about halfway
Okay. Let's try this one. Is that one better?
so far.
We'll try that one. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that because the other one was more expansive because we
Yeah.
were, if I looked away over there, you couldn't hear me, but this one will be dialed in.
Okay.
It's all new
Okay.
equipment.
Let's try
Good,
that one, and it seems to be working better now.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
vibes from Sandy in Mission, BC, Canada. Sandy says, "I love Canada."
Yeah.
We got Joanne, love from Ireland. Good to see you. The Irish. Emma Starr with a few flowers for us. Good. And Cheryl says, I tend to put the Alberta flag on and now. So yeah, we do have that movement in the West, especially Alberta, Saskatchewan, where provincial flags are becoming a little bit more prominent than the federal flags. And
Yep.
again, we'll
Yeah.
see where that takes us.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on in Alberta right now with division. We have to be careful with the words that we say here. I could see Glenn going, don't say it. Don't say the word. We have to be careful, right?
Yeah, we still have to be careful until we're more full-time on Twitch, but
Exactly.
I think there's certain things. We watch some YouTube videos where they say quite a bit about things, so we just want to be extra careful, at least for now, because again, we've only been at this with this Mystic Compass for a month now. We don't want to be taken down right away. So Carrie, before we get to a reading though, because of the time crunch and things coming up on your sched, maybe you want to remind people about some things that you're offering from your website and otherwise.
Well, first things first. Okay, let's go to the website. So if you scroll down, you've got a gift there. We are giving away a gift, and it's a financial success MP3 recording. So I used this, many years ago, and it really got me financially back on track. So it's free. You just have to go to my website, carriekohan.com. Click on it, click on, get my free gift, put in your email address, and that's good. And yes, we will contact you with the email letting you know of any upcoming events. But I've put out, in how many years? I think I've put out 3 emails. So we might be, upping that a little bit more as of late as we grow. If you go a bit further down, what have we got on the website? Yeah, the Mystic Compass. So I haven't put the music on there yet. That is coming. So that'll be this week. I'll be putting the link. But if you go on to YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify, and look up The Mystic Compass, put the in front. If you put in The Mystic Compass, you will find our Volume 1 album. And it has one of the songs that we just played, right? Now, that song I wrote and Glenn composed and produced. And so that's one of our many songs on the album. If you loved the music today, that's where you can go and get it. Okay. So iTunes, Music, Apple, all of them. Going back to the website, if you go a bit further down, we have a workshop that's coming up. And that's with Kelly Woodhouse, one of my besties. We've been close for 20 some odd years now. And we've been teaching this class since 2013, I believe it was, 2013, 2014. So both of us have been authors. I won, third in the world and for philosophy and spirituality with my book. Now, Kelly, she has written numerous books, including children's books. And I think all of them have been bestsellers. And so together, we teach this one-day course, and we teach you how to write your book. By the end of one day, you will have your title, your subtitle, all your chapters outlined, and you literally just fill in the blanks. We are giving a bonus in it for the very first time that we'll be teaching how to use AI to also assist you in writing your book. Now, personally, I don't care for using AI. I like to write my books out in hand. Kelly, on the other hand, is the AI queen, and she knows everything about AI and how to help you in your writing process. So you'll have the best of both worlds with us. Now, the great news was we used to charge a lot of money for this course, and right now it's $99. But we also have a 2-for-1 package for the first, I think it was 20 people that sign up. So this just came out yesterday, and it is for July 2nd or July 12th. Sorry. That would be tomorrow, July 2nd. No, it's July 12th. So just under 2 weeks away. So if you want to write a book, go there and go to carriekohan.com. You can register. Okay. And then further down, we have an online workshop that's coming up this weekend. This is Freedom Masters Intensive. Again, on the far left, you'll see online workshop. You can book that. It's $50 Canadian. It normally is $1,797, $1,797 normally. But I keep hearing spirits say, give it away, Carrie, give it away. So $50. And right now we have a handful of people that have signed up for it, but it's growing, because it turns out that technology had shut down the registration process. So I couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting any signups, and there it is. So it's been fixed, and now it's wide open for registration again. So if you want to join me online, now this course changes everything in your life. It is about your finances, your emotions, your relationships, every aspect of your life. We go in and work with, we alter, we heal, and then we empower you. And man, you're walking in your ideal self's light energy by the end of 2 days. So I think you'll really enjoy it. The online workshop again is this weekend, the 5th and 6th. So you have just a couple of days left to register. And then the live workshop is in Edmonton and St. Albert. And so you can go ahead, if you're in the area, go ahead and join us live. It's extraordinary, because when you are meeting everyone live, there's a magic in both workshops. But I like live as well, and I don't do them very often. And then if you want to continue on learning with me, this is something that we're going to be offering after the 2 workshops are completely finished. And it'll be on a monthly basis, where I'll be giving a masterclass anywhere from 2 to 6 hours long once a month. And again, it's only $50. So cheap like borscht. So I invite you to go on the website and choose them all, choose one, whatever you desire. Another download, you can actually just copy that beautiful, motivational world peace. The 7 steps to world peace. That's another gift. It was a download, so I created to share with you. And then what else do we have there? Oh, the book. Okay, so my book, which one? 7th in, I don't have it here, but I have the cards that match it. And they're not up for sale yet. So if you want the cards, please email Tammy at admin@carriekohan.com, and we will send you an invoice for them directly, okay, and let you know how much. the book itself, we were just looking at that last night. Hey, Glenn, wasn't that amazing? It was the book is in it's for sale in like the Netherlands, Denmark, New Zealand, Australia. Oh my gosh, what were some of the places?
Ecuador,
Ecuador, right? I forgot about that.
Japan.
Yes, yeah, Singapore. It's available. I thought it was in 43 countries, but it seems to be expanding. And the book has gone viral, mouth to mouth, grassroots basis, because I've never advertised it, and yet it's been an international bestseller since 2019 when it first came out on Earth Day. And the reviews are outstanding. Now, I've noticed that Amazon has only allowed maybe one review a year. And people have actually written me saying, Carrie, I've been trying to put a review and I can't get it on there. So if you could go ahead and try, I'd sure appreciate it. And let me know if you're not able to, because then I can state my case again. Okay. But please go ahead and put your reviews on if you've read the book, and if you've really enjoyed it, I sure appreciate those words of support. And I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, I think that's about it. A lot of things coming up, and Carrie's been working extremely hard over the last few days, and along with Tammy as well. And just an amazing event that's coming up this weekend. I can vouch for that. You're not going to regret. It's going to be some of the best $50 you've ever spent before. You're going to get so much out of it. So if you do have the time, and Carrie, this is going to be available even if people can't make it. They're going to be able to watch it later if they sign up. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. We are recording the entire event, and then we'll be putting it out there for 30 days after you've purchased the event itself. So it is. I just pulled the card, and this is a card where people are playing small or feeling a lot of pain, or not cowering, but just not living your full potential, not living your life purpose. That's this course. It's finding your happy place, finding the ability to breathe and rest. And the biggest thing that most people come in, I say, what is it that your intention is to get out? What's your takeaway from this course? Almost everyone says balance and direction. Those are the two top priorities for most people. They want to have balance in their life with relationships, finances, emotional, everything. And they want direction. They want to know what their life purpose is. So, yeah, look at that. I love how the cards work, right? It's all about setting yourself free and spreading your wings. So, come, register, and not many days left now. Okay.
And again, if you go to a movie and buy the popcorn and all the snacks and stuff, like you're going to get so much out of this. I mean, compared to just going to a movie or so, it's going to be a life-changing experience for a lot of you, and you're going to see things in some cases a lot more clearly too. So please sign up for that. You can still register. Or is there a cutoff? Are you going to cut off the registration at some point later this week?
No, I'm going right until the morning of, because almost inevitably someone is coming to the workshop and then invites a family member, all week long, and the family member goes, no, it's all right. And then the last minute they decide, you know what, I think I will join you on that. So I've got the registration open right until the very, very moment that we are starting, because it's online. So you can still come. If you decide last minute, you can still come and join us. Now, I'm putting my earrings on because just before we were starting, I went outside. I do a ritual. I should probably let you know about my ritual. You ready for my ritual?
The close-up.
Okay, so I go outside and I offer any jewelry. It's like smudging without the smudge, right? Without the sage. And so I have here a Kate King piece of jewelry. If anyone knows Kate King, her jewelry is extraordinary. She grows her gems in her lab, and then she brings them to Indonesia, where they're blessed by a shaman or a priest, and then they are activated. And the energy in these are absolutely incredible. Is the mic still that bad?
We're on it. We're trying to make it work. All right. Let's see if Carrie's can speak now. Carrie, you may have to come downstairs with your cards or put in your headset, maybe try something, but we're not getting any sound from you whatsoever. Nothing is coming in. All right. Carrie is, I believe, on her way, or she's going to put her headset in. What a crazy Canada Day, and not in the good way. All right, we will get to the readings. Hang tight there, folks. I think we're going to get Carrie to come down and use my microphone. We have tested it a few times, and it seemed to have worked, but it was cutting in and out pretty badly there. And the changes just made it worse. Absolutely. Can you guys hear me at least? Is there any sound from me? No sound for me either. Wow. That is weird. We're both being muted. All right, check the sound now. Check the sound. Because I wasn't getting any sound. Okay.
Are we good?
They can hear me. Yep. So you can hear me. I'm fine. Can you hear Carrie?
Can you hear me? I'm coming in. Hello, everyone. Okay, I've got my bucket of cards. Look at this. I don't know if you can see this. All my cards. Oh, where'd Glenn go? And there he was gone. The problem is, yeah, I never say the problem is. I don't like saying the problem is, but okay, I'm gonna try and get up. Not try. I am getting up on this thing.
You need me to lift it, Carrie.
I need a booster seat. Okay, there. Because I'm too short. Okay. Hi, and you're still taller than me. Oh my God, man. Okay, we're going to edit all of this out, right? When they watch the reruns. Oh my goodness. See, this is a benefit to going live. Because you get to see all the stuff that happens. And the sun card comes up. Oh, we got to turn that baby off, if you don't mind, please. Because it's too bright. Okay, I got my necklace. And we are set up. Okay, so the card that just came through was the sun card. And how beautiful is that, right? That is like the ultimate card. So it's saying, don't worry. Don't worry at all. I'm still so short. Can we tilt the camera? Probably not, eh?
As far as it can.
That's a bit better. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so hi everyone. What I was saying was I have a ritual before I begin, and this is a Kate King necklace. I don't know if you're familiar with Kate King. If you're not, check her out. I absolutely love her work. I was going to be one of her representatives in Europe, and then Brexit came, COVID came, and just a lot of stuff in our lives. My husband and I broke up for a little while, right? So, through all of that, wasn't able to promote her the way that I wanted to. And so I just have her collection. And before I even begin any kind of work like this, I love to go outside and get grounded, barefoot, outside, right? And as I stand outside, I take all my jewelry off, just like in the Ojibwe Cree traditions. We take all the jewelry off and we hold up individually. I like to do it. I hold it up and I say, please, dear Lord, it can be God, Buddha, Allah, whoever for you. Please, dear Lord, bring this back to its natural state. And feel that energy just flow out of it. Ooh, I tell you, it cleanses, it clears. It's amazing. So this is now clear and ready to go. And it's a crystal, an angel crystal, which amplifies for readings, meditations, all that good stuff. Okay. And I love it. I have my pendulum. This has been with me for probably about 40 years, 30 years at least. And I don't use it too much anymore, So you hold on to it and you say, show me yes, for me, yes is circular. It goes in a circle. And no, show me no, it goes straight up and down. And so I can ask that way. But I have been doing this so long that I have an internal muscle, and I can literally, hear and see and feel like a Geiger. It's like the pendulum, but it is internal. So I will ask a question and it'll go yes or no. So if you join us for the live readings, you'll see me kind of looking up to my left, and I'll be asking, is this correct? Yes or no? And I'll get either a yes, a maybe, or a no. No is straight down, maybe is 50-50, and yes is straight up. Okay, so my ritual is I like to spin, like the Sufis, right? I like to spin 33 times because 11, 22, 33 are power numbers, and yes, they have been stolen and used in very nefarious ways. But ultimately, number 33 was a true power number. And so if you spin 33 times a day, you will be lifting your energy so high, you won't be here in this realm for very long, because you will be transcending and moving into many other dimensions. So this is what I like to do. My husband and I both do it. He's in England, and we talk in the morning and the evenings. And God bless. Okay, so do I have to add you? Add to stage. Hey, Glenn. No volume. How do I unmute you? Yeah, nothing. No volume, Glenn. Down. No volume. Finito. Okay, so we're removing him from stage. I got the power. This is kind of fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a little reversal here. Anyways, okay, so you guys have been very, very patient. We have people in from the UK, from Somerstown, Ontario. Where else are you guys from? Let's see. I'm just scrolling. It's funny because Glenn is able to read like that, and I so envy his reading ability. But, I don't know. Oh, here's someone from Texas. Woohoo! Just put in the chats where you're from. I'd sure appreciate that, because I love seeing if you're local. Are you from Edmonton? Are you from Calgary or Vancouver, Toronto? Where are you from? Or are you across the pond like I normally am? Are you from the UK? My friends from the UK or Portugal, right? Love to hear from you. Okay, so going back. Let's ask some questions. Live viewer comments are now available. Okay, so we have help trying to not be hopeless. Homeless in Sydney. Oh, there you go. See, I did see the homeless. Rentals fell through. Slim pickings for August 1st. Maximum budget is $2,300. Will we make it? Sydney's mandatory son school. I believe we talked about that before, Pamela. And okay, so we'll put that up. There we go. Okay, so I believe we talked about that before, Pamela. And let me look in. I saw you actually living with someone at first. Remember, I believe I said that it might not be what you think at first, and that you end up, it's like you're starting to cocoon. You're starting to go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And instead, you got to start focusing on, oh, great, okay, so this is an opportunity. What is it that is coming down our chute? And I want you to focus on the good stuff. See your outcome first. See it as if it's already happened first. We know how to manifest, don't we? You know how to manifest. And so when you are worrying, you're praying for the negative, and that's what you're going to get more of. So we really need to get you to focus on your faith that you're protected. So going to the 5 lessons of life card. goodness will prevail if called upon. Okay. It's a natural rule of order. So find joy in the simplest of things and recognize the miracles in everyday moments. We need to focus on the miracles instead of focusing on, oh shit, this is not happening the way that I'm thinking and I'm starting to panic. You need to start building bridges. Okay. So compassion with yourself and with your whole family, build the bridges through the acts of compassion. So just trust. What's the worst thing that can happen? Yes, you'll be homeless. Will that mean that you'll actually have to ask for help? Maybe that's the lesson here in asking for help from others, because asking for help is not shameful. And we've been programmed to understand and being conditioned that asking for help is a very shameful thing. No, on the contrary, if we looked at an ultimate society and someone was really hurting, people would automatically say, hey, how can I help? And you, as someone that needs something, would say, hey, I need your help. So put it out there. Hey, I need help. I did this 2012. April 19th. I was being evicted from my house and I missed one payment. You're not supposed to be foreclosed upon with one missed payment, but that's how it happened. And what I realized very quickly was God had a greater plan and wanted me out of that house and wanted me to sell it fast. I did make 100,000 off of it with a quick sale. Almost lost it, right? But by the grace of God. And as soon as I sold it, I heard, hold on to that money because you're going to need it, which I did in the end. That's a whole nother story. But for that brief moment, I had to put it out there because I was homeless with 2 kids, one anyways. Our youngest was with their dad. And I had to put it out there. I need help. I need somewhere to live. Does anyone know where I can live? And a stranger who was a friend of a friend reached out. She phoned me and she said, hey, I have a spare bedroom. I have a daughter, same age as your daughter. And, they'll probably get along really well. You're more than welcome to stay with us. And I'm doing the same thing. It just dawned on me. I'm doing the same thing again with Glenn Tammy. Oh my God, he's laughing. I wish you could see him. Oh my God. I think I have a habit of this. So follow my lead, my girl, because God will always provide for you. You just trust, and people will show up. I mean, Tammy, she literally showed up the morning that I needed her, and she was like, pack your stuff. You're coming back to my house with me. And I said, okay, thanks. And so I came thinking it would be for a night, maybe 2 nights. And Glenn and Tammy were like, nope, you're staying for the rest of the summer. And hey, yeah, come on in. You can talk. Yeah. So don't worry if you're facing something like that, because
it was quite the situation. Again, the timing of everything. Less than 24 hours. Carrie thought she was going to be living in one location for most of the summer. And then it didn't work out. And that same day, before Tammy even knew that Carrie was in some difficulties with her other situation, she said, you know what? If things go south for Carrie, let's have her here. What do you think? And I said, absolutely. Yeah, she can stay here as long as she needs to stay here. I mean, Alberta's her home, Canada's her home, and we want to make her feel like she's at home. So, yeah.
And you've got the power, Pamela. You have the power. So just trust. That's what I do. I mean, I'm looking at 24 hours going, oh no, what am I going to do? And 2 angels show up. No, really. They showed up and gave me a place for the rest of the summer here while I wait for my spousal visa to be approved in the UK. So you just never know. Just trust. Let go of the worry of, oh my God, the whole thing that I see here. Rentals fell through, slim pickings, max budget is only $2,300 a month. only. That's a good, I know that you're telling yourself that that's the market, but I can tell you that something will happen if you trust. Will we make it? Oh my God. It's all fear-based, right? And you're also saying the sun school is mandatory. I saw you living on an island somewhere, like Hornby Island, off out of side of Sydney, Victoria, British Columbia, right? And yeah, I saw the island. So maybe be flexible to what is coming. Just say, okay, Lord, whatever is in my best and highest good, and all the best and highest good for all concerned around me, including my son, I ask, I command that this come to fruition right here and now. And it will. Okay. That was a very long reading, but it's important that you let go of the worry, because this is a good lesson for all of us, especially in these times. Let go of it.
Thank you, Pamela. Next from Robin Houston. Would love a reading, wishing for information on my next service to others in that journey. Looking forward to this weekend's offering.
Wonderful. Oh, you're coming. Fantastic. Okay, so you're actually working with people that are playing small as well, mentally, physically, emotionally, every which way. And you're learning how to play your cards differently, right? So this is a time for you where you're starting to not only see through the forest, but you're it's like you have a machete and you're carving the way for others. This is what it feels like. And you will actually create that pathway for others. So look in the mirror and realize the gifts that you have to offer. And in those gifts that you have to offer, oh, he's got to show the Oilers. Yeah, the Oilers thing behind us. We're Edmontonians, can you tell? Anyways, so look into the mirror, my girl, and realize that everything is coming. Okay. And actually, Robin, you might be a boy. Are you a guy? Yeah. You have masculine energy. So focus on the point that you want to make is what I see. Okay. And there we go. Thanks, Robin. Next.
Do we need to bring yarn for this weekend's program?
Hey, AK. No, not the online program, but for the live program, absolutely. We do an exercise live that involves some yarn, and you'll get to see it. It's an original. It was downloaded with me, I don't know, 20 years back. And oh no, it'd be 1993. It was in a workshop in 1993. And it's so effective. It's creating the web of life. And so, yeah, you get to bring yarn in the live event, which is the 18th, 19th, and 20th. We may do a virtual program of it in the online course. I've been visualizing how we can still do it without physical yarn with each person there. And it really depends on how many people we have attending. Okay, good question. Thanks, honey.
All right, next up from New Zealand. Welcome, Lynn from New Zealand.
Hey, Lynn.
I am in confused mode. So many choices.
Yeah.
Any suggestions would be helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Lynn, your energy is beautiful. You're an old soul. You have such love and light with you. And yeah, this is a time of celebration. This is a time of you really stepping out. And again, this card has come up all day today. I want you to stand up, put your shoulders back, take a nice deep breath in, close your eyes, and just breathe. And in this breath work, I want you to feel and invite a timeline that will come through you that will bring in your best and highest good. This is something that, okay, so this is what's coming through. It's an exercise that I did years ago, and I've spoken about it many times. I had so many choices in men, and I didn't know which way to go. And so I put it up to, Creator. Look at this guy. I was just saying. I was a young actress, and I had a lot of choices. Anyways, I was on MacGyver, 21 Jump Street, all of those. Actually, do you have the video of me at CPAC? Because that actually shows. It's really interesting when I was.
We'll show it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll show it tomorrow. Yeah, so if you come tomorrow, you get to see me in 2003. So I was, just under. No, I was 40 years old. I was 40 some odd years old, and I was fighting for children's rights. But I'll give you an idea of why I had so many men trying to touch my hair. Anyways, Glenn is married to my assistant, so he's like a brother to me. Oh, okay.
Do we have medical insurance here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's Canada, right? Don't we all? Anyways, you need to part ways with some of your choices, is what I'm trying to say. So I put it up to Creator and I said, okay, dear Lord, please take away all the choices that are not for my best and highest good, and the ones that are meant for me to walk towards and be with, bring them into my forefront, allow them to be, interacting with me. And immediately 9 of the 10 guys, well, actually, no, all 10 guys were gone. Poof, within 24 hours, at least 48, 72 hours, everyone was gone. I remember saying to my daughter, hey, what the hell happened? I went from, gluttony of all kinds of men wanting to date, and then all of a sudden they were all gone. And within a very short time, the gentleman that I ended up being engaged to next showed up within a very short time. So if you have a lot of choices, pray. You've got to put it up to Spirit and say, please join me hand in hand and show me what it is that I am meant to do, be, and have, and what feels right to you. That's really what it's all going to come down to. And also, you can ask for cash. You can ask for money. You can say, I wish to be, do, and have what is in the best interest of myself and all concerned. And while giving and being of service to others, also receiving, a beautiful sum of money that will enhance my life and be able to give back to society that much more. So allow me to be that cycle of abundance, cycle of, finances and money that is coming in, but is also help healing the world and just be part of that flow, right? And that's as simple as that. He is like a pesky brother, isn't he? We get along really well. Yeah, it's like Tony Robbins all over again. If you've seen that picture of me and Tony, he like standing behind me with yeah, it's like having a pesky brother, but I just stand rooted and strong and let him. Yeah, so we sing together, we make music, we have fun, and Tammy and Glenn and I, we have a hoot together here, and not a hoot like, just it's spirit-based. None of that going on. No. Okay, next.
Geez, now you got me off track.
Yeah. How much do you love us? First time here, any advice would be helpful. Awesome, Sandy.
Sadie.
Oh, Sadie, sorry about that. See, he reads. I read this way, he reads text. It's awesome. Good team. Okay, Sadie, let's take a look inside. I see a knife, and it's like you've got cooking stuff in front of you and a large knife. So I don't know if this is something that you're focusing on or doing, or that you've been backstabbed recently, because it's a large knife. Yeah. And mother-child relationship that comes up. But don't worry, you've got a beautiful home. Focus on the home life. Focus on what's good about your home life, and let go of anything else. This is how I draw
That's okay.
cards.
Tammy's not here. I'll get him, Carrie.
Thank you. Have you been with us before? You know that I drop cards. They just fall out. So what it's saying is let go of any sorrow or loss that you may have had. And it also could be the death of something, a cycle that is no longer serving you. Yeah. Okay, so let's read them all out because it's time for you to play your cards right. Whoops. Oh. Gee whizzikers.
I got it.
It's right here. It's right here. It's a getaway because you got to look at yourself, right? Thank you. Oh, we're having fun today, aren't we? Thanks, Glenn. It's like we got to get you to look inside yourself because it's time to focus on the stars. Time to wish upon the star. I'm not doing one eye, sorry. It's that I want to be able to see it. Okay, so we need you to wish upon a star. When was the last time that you actually said, you know, starlight, star bright, I wish I might have my wish on the first star tonight or something like that. I got to learn that thing again. Anyways, I know it's coming slower than what you think. Don't worry about it. Stop worrying because worrying is praying for the negative. Stop worrying that you're being controlled or you don't feel as empowered as you are because you're building bridges, honey. And this is a time for you to focus on the rainbows, focus on, you know, what's good about the situation because that's the key, okay? We need you to celebrate more. This whole thing fell out. We need you to heal. So your words are really powerful. If you are saying words that are disempowering, that are negative in any way, I want you to go, nope. I'm not letting those words escape through my mouth any longer. I'm not even going to think them. I'm taking control of what's going on up here and what's going on here. 100% taking control. And so if I was to take control, how would I heal? Well, I would, as soon as negative words were to escape, I go, no, I'm catching those and I'm throwing them up to the cosmic garbage can. I'm giving them up to Creator, putting them in the garbage can, cosmic garbage can. And Creator will come and transform that energy into love and light and everything beautiful. Okay. This is a female card. You've been shut down for a while, you know, guarding yourself, a spiritual wall. It's making me burp. So that means that you've had a lot of stuff suppressed inside for a while, and it's time to walk away from that. Let it go. And so this whole thing is about patterns. And instead, I want you to pray. I want you to take baby steps and trust that you are provided for, that you are safe. This is a big one. You are safe. You are loved. If anyone hasn't told you lately, I love you. I absolutely love you. Glenn loves you. Tammy loves you because we know that we're connected. You are connected with us. You are connected with everyone in the comments, everyone in the chat. We are all connected. And that's it. So focus on the baby steps and focus on the light, that door opening for you. If I might add something to that, it was interesting because I heard something this morning that reminded me. Years ago, I saw how they were putting EKGs on plants and they were able to read, you know, if you had a negative thought about a plant, it would, you know, they had the test subject imagine that they were going to burn a plant and chop it up. Well, the plant, you know, the EKG, the thought on the plant, as soon as the person thought really negative thoughts about the plant was going, you know, the numbers or the dial was just going crazy. But it also understood that when it was bluffing. So if you did that enough times, the reaction of the plant became less and less and less. So the thing that I heard this morning was really beautiful. And it was that plants also understand, especially house plants that are in a pot, they also understand that in 2 weeks, if they're not cared for, they're going to start to perish. If they don't have any water supply from a human, they're probably going to perish because they're stuck in a pot and they're not able to get the water and the nutrients from anywhere else. So when you come towards the plant with water in your hand, the plant actually, with the EKG, they can study it and see that it gets excited, right? You are starting to feel the energy that's going between the plant and the person. If the person leaves the house, the plant actually almost goes into a bit of, not depression, but a bit of sorrow. And they can tell when the person is within a 2-mile radius, or a 2-kilometer radius, I believe it was, the plant perks up because it knows that its favorite human is coming back and it will be cared for again. So when we say that we're all connected, we know this. My God, we have the same thoughts constantly, don't we? Yeah, you can talk.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's true though, right? So we're all connected. And so, when you're coming home, your kids know, your pets know, right? You just know. Oh, I'm looking like Glenn. You should have Glenn and Carrie, or Carrie and Glenn. No, it's already says. Anyways, so that's why I say we're connected, because energetically we very much are. So what does the card say? Extend grace to others as you would want for yourself. Treat others with the same respect and love that you desire. Wow. Doesn't that speak to what I was just saying, that we are all the same? And the patterns that you've had, time to let those go. Give them up to the cosmic garbage can. Focus on your baby steps and realize that you are loved, you are safe, you are protected. You got everything going for you, honey. Okay. That was a long reading. Love you, honey. Carrie, may I have a general or a health reading, please? Absolutely. Okay. Something is embarrassing you. And I don't know what that is. It's time to let it go. Okay. Time to let it go. Pull another deck. Yeah. It's time to, I wanted to say educate yourself, but you already know. It's time to study something different that's going to make you really soar, because you've put stuff off for far too long, and you need to focus on your happy place, right? Everyone knows that's with me. That card is a happy place. It's time to focus on the joy in your life. Start getting up and dancing, play the music. This is all about tone. It's all about tuning in. And so when we say that we need to tune in to Creator, we need to tune into our spirit guides, to our higher self. Well, tuning is the vibration, and music, the dancing, wherever that card went, it's gone, is all about the vibration, right? And so Spirit wants you to get up, move. Too sedentary. We need to move more. Yeah, because it's like you need to let go of what is not serving you, and instead focus on what makes you smile, what makes you laugh.
You know what would make Sandy laugh right now is you singing this.
Singing what? Oh, starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might. I wish the wish I wish tonight. See, that's not too many wishes. Carrie, enough. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. So seriously, we did this as kids. So when you're looking up at the star, wish. I think the most powerful thing we can say when I manifest things, I literally go, I really wish. And then I put it out there, but I do it rarely, because I know that when you say, I really wish, and you let it go, you can actually feel the energy. It's like you build it up and you let it go. But when you do that, you have to be careful of what you wish for. It's really that powerful. Yeah. And nurture yourself, do some inner child work first before you start wishing. Because in order to open that gate, in order to let it go, you need to be very clear. You need to be the shepherd of your own life, right? That shepherd. And that shepherd is skilled. He's got the tools. And he probably has a beautiful dog beside its side, which is really loyal. And so focus on who your team is. who you have in your life, and then start playing your cards differently by changing your thoughts. When you change your words, you change your world. Okay? Much love, honey. Why am I not being heard or respected at work? Well, that's a good question. You know, I go back to the movie The Secret. If you've watched the movie The Secret, you know about that part that I absolutely love. And it was the gay man that was asking the same question. Why am I not being respected at work? When you say that, your brain goes, well, I'll tell you why you're not being respected at work. Because this. Why am I not making enough money? Well, I'll tell you why. Your brain goes, because this. Why questions spiral you down? This is what I teach in the workshops, right? You need to lift yourself up, and how questions do that. How can I get respected at work? How can I feel respected at work again? And that'll give you a different answer, won't it? When you say, why am I not respected at work? you'll get an answer, and it probably won't be one that you'll enjoy. Well, there we go. The Secret. So I believe it's on YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of different ones, but the very first one that is up, the Secret documentary, the Secret official website, maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyways, one of them is the actual movie, and with my old friend Bob Proctor on it. Yeah, I love Bob. If you don't know, I used to work with Tony Robbins, so I had the pleasure of meeting many people in my lifetime. And Bob Proctor was probably a true gentleman that actually followed everything that he teaches. He truly was so mindful of every word that passed his lips. Is that it? Yeah, it's, you know, everything that he spoke, he measured his words before he shared them. And I think the world would be a much better place if we all did that. Would you agree? Yeah. Okay, next. Can you read that?
Yeah, absolutely. From Melissa. Good to see you, Melissa. My daughter, husband, and I are constantly tired.
Yeah.
We had black mold in the house in the past, and I was wondering if that could be what's going on. If it is back somewhere.
We had the same in Portugal. Yeah. And it does fatigue you very much. Okay. Do you have black mold in the house again? Yes or no? Absolutely. That's a 80% yes. And is it in the attic? Is it in the ceiling? Yeah, it's more towards the ceiling, in between the attic and the ceiling itself. Is it in the baseboards? Yeah. Is it in the walls? Yeah. So it seems to have crawled. And what did it start under the house? No, it was more along the baseboards, along the perimeter, and went up that way. Okay, so energetically, I believe, you can release anything. I would suggest getting professionals in to take a look at it, most definitely. But in the meantime, while you're doing that, I would start saying every single day, I'm so happy and grateful I live in a healthy house, that our health is good. I am so happy that I live in a beautiful timeline that is for the best and highest good of myself and all concerned, and that our house is healthy and happy. And when you start putting that out there, you create your illusion around you. This is my belief anyways. But in the meantime, definitely get the professionals in, because you need that as well. Okay, honey? Yeah. Get out in fresh air. Yeah. Okay. So question.
From Joanne. Hello, Joanne. A message from my son, Robert, if you have time.
Yeah. So Robert went on the other side. Yeah. Okay. Arrival. So did he have a rival? There's a habit about a rival. There's a habit about competition that's making you weary. And yeah, it's almost like a compulsion. So it's time to let that go. And instead, be the attractive soul that you are. Okay. If I was to talk to Robert, oh, let it go, Mom. Let it go. It's all good. Yeah. See the sunshine. right? Right now, it's kind of upside down. That's funny because I never pull cards upside down. This is probably the first, and I can't tell you how long. So turn it around. And the way to turn it around is through your words, through your intention. There it is again. It was upside down, but we're putting it upright. Okay. We need you to focus on what makes you happy. And that's what I would say Robert is saying, because he's in a really good place. He's very, very happy. Oh my gosh. He's such a beautiful soul, and he's with you every step of the way. He's walking beside you, honey. And I've said this so many times. When people pass, they often pass because they can help you in a way that they weren't able to do so here. And part of their mission is to be in the stars and to help you energetically. And so, what's this? Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may. I wish I might. I wish the wish tonight. Close. Anyways, do that. Okay. And then talk to him. Yeah, because he's having a whole different education than you are right now. This is an education. You're being educated what it's like to be a mom, that deep level of love that comes as a parent. And oh gosh, you sacrifice yourself to bring that beautiful child back, right? I love how the cards open up. It's beautiful. So trust, get out of the slump if you are in it, and instead wish upon that star. Talk to him. He's in the stars and he's here with you. And come to the online class, because we teach you how to open up and be able to speak to people on the other side. It's a beautiful gift. And that way you don't have to rely on someone like myself any longer. It is a new level of education for you. So go to carriekohan.com and go to the online class. And I look forward to seeing you there, honey. Okay. Hey, True Green Eyes. How wonderful to see you. The two of you are hilarious. Hi from Niagara Falls.
You mean Tammy and I, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tammy and you are, they really are hilarious. Oh my God. We have been upstairs having like a attack. Like tears, laughing so hard. It's like a laughter attack, right? Yeah, lots of fun, no doubt. Lots of love. Oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful, hey? I love how the cards.
Lainey's back. Hi, Lainey.
Oh, Lainey.
Oh, Lainey's back.
Yay.
Hey.
So Lainey came for a session with me, and then she disappeared. Makes me cough because I was worried about her. I was like, well, where did she go? So I wrote Lainey and said, hey, honey, where are you? We haven't seen you. And so she just wrote back, and she's been so busy with her family. Okay, med beds. Yeah. We already have a med bed within us. We don't need med beds, is my opinion. We have something called, excuse me, what is it? The Creator Scan. So this was a download that I was given, again, 30 years ago at least. And I shared it with my husband, Lynn's. He was having some kind of issues way back when. And I said, oh, just simply do the Creator Scan. This is long before we heard of med beds, right? And he was like, what is that? And I said, okay, so just sit down, or better yet, stand up and visualize inviting in Creator and Creator's loving, healing energy. And visualize, it's like a beam of light that starts about 2 feet above you. And it comes right down. And as it's going through you, there we go. As it's going through you, it's like this beam of light, and it's scanning, but it's also healing instantly every cell in your beingness. And feel it go all the way down through you, right down about 2 feet below you. And as it's doing this, feel every cell in your body coming back to its natural state, right? Becoming healthy again. We know that every 7 years, you are a brand new body. So we really should not be aging. They did alter the telomeres on the DNA. Yes, we know that. But if we knew different, if we knew that that was all corrected and that the telomeres were forever going, that they would never run out, and meaning that you would never age, what would life be like for you? So start doing the creator scan, honey. And I will do a full visualization. Actually, Tammy, if you can make a note of that, that's one of the meditations that I'll do for you. Okay. And we'll put it up on the channel. It'll be like $2.99, $3.99, something like that. It'll be cheap for everyone. But it'll be a really powerful tool in it is your energetic med bed. Okay. You already have it inside you.
All right. Well, interesting, as you were talking about Pamela and not being afraid to reach out, as you were kind of talking about that, she said, hey, a 2-bedroom apartment is just texting me right now.
See, once you open up, right? Isn't that exciting? Yay, Pamela. Oh, that's beautiful.
And Valerie says that whenever she needs to reach out, it's there for her.
Always.
Always.
Yeah.
Ask and it shall be given.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let go and let God, right?
And when you said that Robin had some masculine kind of energy, no, a girl, but a strong one.
Oh, yeah. You can feel it. You've got some, you're like me, man. I don't have the muscle. I used to be a bodybuilder. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, he's still hurting from that. You know, my dad was a pro boxer. Just kind of saying. Yeah, so I know how to punch.
All right, T. I've never seen T before,
Hey, T.
but I know Carrie always likes to answer questions from new people in the chat. Carrie, if you're drawn to my message, I'd love to know if there's any advice from Spirit regarding my side hustle.
Guess what came up? Women. So just saying, maybe it's something for women. Or what I find with these cards is they actually answer the most predominant question that's really in your heart. And yeah, it's all about love, right? So what's going on in your life with a woman or women and love? And we want to focus on that part of your life and joy. When you do that, everything else is going to open up for you, right? That's when you're going to be dancing. Same cards are coming out today. And what were those cards that just fell out? Number 2?
Just one.
Oh, really? I thought it was 2. Yeah, because you're going to play your cards differently. They really want you to know this. I mean, it fell out. So whatever you're doing, it's like that old saying, if you're not getting the results that you want, and yet you still do the same thing over and over again, expecting better results, then that's the definition of insanity, right? You need to change the way that you're playing your cards in order to have different results. Okay? Yeah. And it comes back to this. There we go. We need to, again, focus on your steps. So plan. You need to plan what it is that you desire. Make a list. I want you to write and write and write and write for the next day. In fact, come to the workshop because we're going to be doing a lot of writing. And it's all about your future plans, where you're going, your life purpose, and letting go of anything that isn't serving you. Okay? Yeah. And stop yielding and actually take action. Okay. Here we go. Gosh, these cards are all backwards now. Okay. What else have we got there?
Next, Stubborn Raven. Stubborn Raven asks, what do the cards say about Raven?
Okay. Well, Raven, you're stubborn. That didn't take much.
I could have done that card reading, Carrie.
Let me see. I am psychic, you know. Oh, Raven, I think you're stubborn. Yeah. And I think you're proud of it. And is it the best trait to have, being stubborn and putting it out there? I'm stubborn. I put my heels in and you cannot push me. You cannot nudge me. I dig my heels in because that's what stubborn is, right? And with that, it means that often you'll carry a load that you don't need to carry anymore. Because when you're flexible, when you nurture that beautiful child inside, right? When you are flexible, that's when things start to flow and you have the breakthroughs. You want the breakthrough? You got to go back and heal what has made you so friggin' stubborn. Right? So much so that you're really proud of being stubborn. It's a family trait, absolutely. And it's not the soul family trait, because if you were evolved, you want to be evolved. You want to be your best ultimate human spiritual being that you are, right? The person that you came here to be. In order to be that person, would your ideal self be stubborn? Probably not, right? I doubt it very much. So I would rename yourself. You are Raven. Raven is a gatekeeper of the black void where all illusion begins. Raven is the one that manifests. So what you're doing right now is manifesting obstacles that make you stubborn and make you dig your heels in. So let's rename yourself, because there's so much power in the words that you use, and instead focus on what is beautiful in your life and how you create a home that is so magnificent that you just love being there. And you as Raven love the shiny things, you love, you're smart. Oh my gosh, so smart. So smart Raven, I can see that. Blessed Raven, absolutely. Sunshine Raven, 100%. Bright Raven, there you go. So many other names that I would name myself if I were you. So I invite you to play with that, and we'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. And I hope that you consider these words. Okay. Much love to you, honey.
All right. Sandy has said, I left a 10+ rating on your book, and I'm reading it again. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's, I can't take credit 100% for that book. Yes, I spent the time doing it, but I prayed, because it was 27 years after my near-death experiences that I wrote that book. And it was my girlfriend, Kathy Kiss. She kept bugging me. She was like, Carrie, you got to write your book. And I was like, I know, but, I had such a learning disability. I believed that I couldn't read very well, but I also doubted my writing ability, even though I'd been writing since I was 12. Journals, you should see how many journals I have. Oh my God. Yeah, so many. And they're in storage all over the world. I got journals everywhere. But anyways, so in writing the book, I prayed and I said, Lord, you got to co-create this book with me. You've got to join me in this path. And so for 3 days, Kathy Kiss and I went into a hotel room, and she was a principal at a high school, Aboriginal school, high school in Edmonton, well, outside of Edmonton. And so she was really good at editing and writing and correcting stuff. And you would have loved her. Oh my God. Or if she's still around, you'd love her. And so, and so she edited, and I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and she would edit. And then I was like, no, I'm getting that. We got to put the 5 lessons at the end of the book and do the story at the beginning, because originally it was the other way around. And we just played with it. And that's how the book came to be. So it really is spirit driven and given. And there's the book. It won 3rd in the world. That little beautiful right there, that bronze medal. It beat out, as a self-published book, it beat out Simon & Schuster, Penguin, Hay House, all the authors except 2 others. Okay, 2 others came in first ahead of this one. International award. So, and I've never advertised. It's all, but now it's in 43 countries, in 3 other languages, 4 languages total, and it's done really well. So thank you for the review. If you can share it with us here, I'd sure appreciate it. And gosh, I just love you guys. You're the best. Okay, Carrie, can I have a health reading? I'm 78 years very tired. Well, gosh, 78 is the new 48, right? That's what they're saying. And so get up and move. It's time for you to move. So I see stationary, and so we need to get out in the sunshine more. You know, it's all about living. It's all about really embracing who you are. I know you're tired, honey. Have you signed up for our workshop yet? I'd love to have you come into the online workshop. So go to carriekohan.com, because what I can do here health-wise is one thing, but you know, over 2 days, we're going to turn your life around. So please go to carriekohan.com and sign up for your workshop, and we're going to take care of. You'll change. I can promise you. Your energy level will change. Your, you know, I want to say right to a cellular level, it boosts the souls. It's lovely. Okay, so Valerie says, I love wishing on stars. I learned that way to wish in Canada. Yes, exactly. That's what we learned. You know, there were two things that we learned as children. One was to pray. You know, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray to Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray to Lord my soul to take. God bless my mom and my dad, my sister, my brother, and it chokes me up because they're all gone now. I'm the sole survivor other than my kids and some nieces and nephews, right? So, yeah, it's really a beautiful thing. Praying to both the stars, wishing upon the stars, and praying to, you know, the heavens above. It's important. Rainbow. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, honey. And Sandy is saying, thank you, Carrie. Spot on as usual. Aw, that's so nice to hear. Cheryl, I like the secret dare to dream about a widow and her kids. Yeah. So that's exactly it. The secret, it was really an amazing tool. Now, I had a hard time for a long time because Rhonda Burns, God bless her, she brought the messages worldwide, and I think that's a wonderful thing. But I also know what actually happened behind the scenes there with Esther and Jerry Hicks, and Abraham. And all that, the book that The Secret is based on is called Ask and It Is Given by Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. Jerry's passed now. And so, you know, at the very beginning of The Secret, when Rhonda Burns, the host of the show and the producer, she says something to the effect of, you know, my daughter found this book and it's an ancient book and it has all of this history. Well, this is the second edition of the movie, and it wasn't that way at all. It was a bit of a debate that they got into, we'll say. And Esther walked away from it and said, you can use all our copywritten material. Just get it out to the world then, you know, no compensation, just do it. Because it was being used and taken, per se. And so God bless Esther. She said, go ahead and use it in so many words, you know, rather than going in a legal battle. So, you know, I look at The Secret and I love the messages in it. And I know that the way that it got out to the world may have not been what we would see as the most favorable way, you know, in relationships. But in the end, it truly is a blessing because, like my mom said, today's tragedy is tomorrow's blessing. And thank God for Esther Hicks and her good soul that she said, it's all right. Just let it be and let it be out there. So enjoy The Secret.
All right, Carrie, a couple more questions before we end off today. Again, if you don't have your questions answered, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern,
Yep.
Carrie will be back for some more readings. This one from Carrie Ann. Hello, Carrie Ann.
Aw, hey, Carrie Ann.
What can I expect in the upcoming months with Nixon and I love relationship?
Aw, money is something that's an issue right now, or perhaps about to flow with you finally, because there has been, the cards are all upside down. It has been something that's there. You are considering walking side by side. Now, are you considering breaking up? Are you considering coming together? No. Okay, so it feels like more of a separation than it does coming together. So stay rooted. Stay rooted in who you are. Don't lose yourself in any relationship, because that's actually been a bit of a pattern in the past. And so, again, isn't this interesting that so many of you, we all come together and we all have very similar expectations, feelings. I find that in my workshops, the people that come, almost all of them are experiencing the same thing at the same time. And so the same cards are coming up for many of you. You need to open some floodgates. You need to stop some old patterns, and you need to let go of playing small yourself or allowing someone to make you feel not as bright and beautiful as you are. And so whether you're saying hello or goodbye, be cognitive of the power of a relationship, because it can either be a celebration, right? Or it can be, just get in tune with who you are. It can be something that can turn up the ground and be upsetting perhaps as well. So ultimately, with your relationship, you've got the power, my dear. And you need to know that, you're the one in control. So what's happening in your world is not random. You are putting it out there, what you desire. And so Nixon is a response to your request, right? Your heart's desire. Because when you think of something, you actually put little filaments out. They're like little fibers, different colors that go out, and you get a corresponding person, place, or thing that comes back to you in your life that reacts to whatever it is that you're putting out there. So Nixon is something that has been in your life or is coming into your life. Yeah, it feels like, you got the power. That's all they want to say. Going back to that. Okay.
All right. And a question from Facebook. For those of you watching on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you'll get over to Twitch or to YouTube. And if Sherry's watching, hi, Sherry, because often we miss her highs.
Hey, Sherry.
On Facebook.
We love Sherry.
This one from Sandra. What is my role going to be in the future in my niece's life who are 12 and 16?
Okay, so there's turmoil there. There's some kind of stuff that's going on, perhaps. Yeah, we don't need to talk about all of that. But you are like a blood transfusion to your nieces. You are such joy. You are, you make them dance. You make them happy. There may be a period of time where you don't get to see them as much as you would like. And I know this one, right? If you've been following, my youngest was removed from my custody for 6 years, but that doesn't mean that it's the end of a relationship. Yeah. Go to the happy place and focus on, the spiritual connection that you have with your 12 and 16-year-old niece, and realize that at 16 years old, she can do whatever she desires, basically, and without control. So she's able to fly. And the 12-year-old is at an influential stage, but you are pure love for her. And kids are smart. They know who loves them. They know who's there for them. So just keep being in tune with them. Realize that just because you may not be in their proximity doesn't mean that you don't have a connection with them. Be in tune with them and pray every single morning. Connect with them. Send them love. Say, oh, I'm just checking into you kids, and I'm sending you love. I'm putting love all around you, and you'll be surprised. They'll feel it, they'll know it, and they know who loves them. And that's all that matters.
All right, a couple more questions before we end off. First of all, Stubborn Raven, who you suggested is going to undergo an image change with her name.
Really?
Thank you, Carrie. Yes, our paths will cross soon.
Yay.
I did try, but
Bran.
something Bran, it was taken as a name on Twitch,
Right.
and my nickname Jeeves also. So I went for the old faithful. I will ahead my feathers and be the sun.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
There you go. So consider changing the the nickname there. Your, what do they call it? Yeah. So yeah, you've got to write a new name for yourself.
Get a different handle.
Grab
a different handle there.
There.
Okay. Ricky asks, hi, Ricky.
Hey.
My first time here. If possible, I would appreciate any message on relationships and the next direction.
Yeah.
I've been feeling very isolated.
Yeah. Okay. So it's all about your home life, right? And it goes back to how you're feeling, what you're putting out there. Are you feeling isolated, or are you feeling like you're ready to spread your wings? If you're feeling isolated, I suggest that you spread your wings. You start doing something different that is going to make you happy, that is going to make you more connected spiritually. Again, come to my workshop. I just want to grab you by the shoulders and say, oh, for goodness sakes, you've got everything here. This is a huge opportunity for everyone, and it doesn't come very often. I do my workshops maybe once a year, maybe. And this is coming up this weekend. So, and it's going to be recorded. So if you're not able to attend this weekend, don't worry. Go to my website, get online, because you're not isolated at all. You have spirit with you. You have spirit within you. You have the God source energy within you. You just need to connect with it. And that is what we do in the workshop. Oh, I just want to shake some people, not you, honey, Ricky, but everyone. I just want to shake you and say, smarten up. You are here for a reason. You know that you're here for a reason. And there's a card again. It comes up again. It's all about your spiritual connection. So if you don't have that spiritual connection, if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling alone on a beach, for goodness sakes, the key is to what? The key is to step into your spiritual essence. And how do you do that? You come to the workshop. And if you can't be there this weekend on the 5th and the 6th, then you still buy it for $50, right? I mean, my gosh, cheap like borscht. You still buy it, and then you play it at your leisure. It will be up and available for you for 30 days. If you need more than 30 days, let me know. The reason for 30 days is I know that if we allow people to actually, just play it when you want, it'll sit in your inbox for the next, 3 years, and you'll think about it from time to time, but you won't get it done. So if I give you a time limit of 30 days, you'll actually get it done. Sorry.
Okay. And speaking of your workshop, Concrete Happy says, just signed up for your July 5th course.
Yes.
You do such a good sales pitch, Carrie.
Well, I just shake people up and say, okay, come on now. You got to think about what are you going to be like at the end of your life? Do you want to just continue on being the same person that you are now, or do you want to step it up? And if you want to step it up, I have the way. And
it's not so much a sales pitch; it's passionate. It's Carrie knows that this is going to, extremely help you in your path forward. So, also not only with the workshops, Carrie, but Valerie says my reading with you is tomorrow, so you're going to get to talk to Valerie, and also Mary says, I'm excited and looking forward to my session with you tomorrow. So you must have a couple.
I have a couple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're booking into August now, or maybe even September. I am usually 2, 3, 4 months ahead. And it's funny because crack the whip came up when you were saying I'm, passionate. It's like, no, I'm cracking the whip and saying, okay, guys, enough of you being all wound up and worried and all of that crap, because we've got the spiritual connection. If you want to really step into your ideal self, I have the way, and it's this weekend. Otherwise, just continue doing what you're doing, and continue with the worry, and continue with the pain, and continue with all that crap, and then complain. It's not fun. So,
Well, aren't you passionate about it too, though?
oh, very much. I
Okay.
crack the whip.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a passionate crack of the whip.
It is.
Are you?
Because it's the death. It's the death of the old self and the embracing, the focusing on who you want to be, right? The relationships that you want to have, the leadership that you want to be. And finally, relationships again, letting go of past pain, maybe letting go of anyone that's hurt you, betrayed you, whatever it is. By doing that, you step into a whole new way of self-love. Love thyself, love thyself, love thyself. This is what was given to me when I was on the other side. When I died, they kept saying, oh, Carrie, love thyself, love thyself, love thyself. And I was like, yeah, I'll get there. Yeah.
Okay, one more, Carrie. Speaking of, pain and hardship and things like that, I think
Yeah.
this is something that a lot of people have felt.
Mhm.
Hi, Carrie. My youngest daughter has problems with her dad, many arguments and negative energy. She feels very sad. How can I help her?
Yeah. First of all, have you read my book, hon? Have you read the book? This is where you start. You got to get this book and you've got to read it, because I can give you a synopsis here in like 5 minutes, but man, that book will change everything for you, how you see the relationship with your husband, with your child, all of it. And it'll help you be the leader within that unit, that trilogy, I want to say, the father, mother, child triangle. And by doing so, you are going to lead by example. And you'll be able to explain to her, okay, I know that you're having a hard time with him, but it's time for you to let your light shine and take off any mask that you may be hiding underneath. And this goes to all three, right? Including yourself, honey. Again, the death card keeps coming up. So we need to let go of the dialogue that, oh, my husband and my daughter are arguing. Instead, we need to start speaking differently. It's like you're going to educate, train your brain for something different. I want you to start saying, it's time. I'm so happy and grateful now that my husband, or my former husband, my husband and my daughter are getting along great. I am so happy and grateful now that there is peace in the house. I am so happy and grateful now that love prevails. I wish to have a beautiful, loving home life. And I'm really happy and grateful now that the people that I love are getting along. Even if you're not loving them so much, don't worry about it. It's all about what you focus on, and the walls can come tumbling in if you want, right? But it's really what you're focusing on. So your words are powerful. Change your words, change your world.
Well, you know what, Carrie? There's only 2 more questions.
Okay.
So let's fly through them and
Sure.
do the readings. Let's see, question: how can I manifest health for all of my loved ones, human and pets, and myself too? How do you manifest that?
Yeah. Okay. So manifesting for other people, maybe they don't want it. Maybe that's part of their lesson, right? Maybe the people around you want to feel sickness, because we are learning here to experience what we're not on the other side. So on the other side, we are whole, we are healthy, we are vibrant, we are abundant, we are filled with love and faith and compassion and all the good stuff, right? So we come here to experience what we're not on the other side. And then we judge it. We go, oh my gosh, look at my belly. Oh my gosh, we were talking about that last night.
Carrie, some things are meant for off screen. Come on.
It's like, oh my gosh, we had far too many tidbits.
Or too many Timbits, folks. That's a
Timbits.
little donut hole that we have up here in Canada.
Yeah. Timmy's tidbits. Yeah. So instead, just fly. Just let the wings soar and allow yourself to manifest. Again, come to our workshop, honey, because it will take a good 2 days and you will be a different person. You stop shoveling the shit. And yeah, I know. stop shoveling it, and then
Where's
come
the
to
soap?
workshop.
Where's the soap, Miss
Oh,
Cohen?
no,
Where
no,
is it?
no. That brings me back to school. Oh my God. No, I don't want
No
any
soap?
of those cards. No.
And Miss Fiji is going to end us
Hey,
off
Miss
here
Fiji.
today. Hi, Carrie. Do you do animal readings?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know about my fur baby cat called Alien.
I love it.
Wow. He was almost a year old that he got, and then he got sick. I had to put him down. That broke my heart. So
Yeah.
any message from Alien to Miss Fiji?
Okay, without looking in, again, I go back to my book, The 5 Lessons of Life. You got to get this, honey, because it applies to every relationship that we have. And that will help you greatly. Thanks. Okay, so you got to know Glenn has some OCD. And as I pick up the book, and I can feel him going, it's in a particular spot. As I put it back, I just put it back. And every time he grabs it and he adjusts it.
No. We need clarification. I have another book behind it.
Yeah.
And she puts it against that book. And I'm just afraid that it might knock the other book down, and then it's going to disrupt everything by the desk here. And then we're going to have another situation, Carrie.
Right.
We've had enough situations today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm just trying to take care of you, Carrie. You need some water?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Okay.
Right now. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. He, I think his OCD, honestly, it's got a little bit of OCD. Anyways, relationships. So let's go back. What was the question there with Miss Fiji? Oh, about her animal or her pet.
Alien.
You know what? And what a great name, hey? Because yeah, we know intuitively where these fur babies come from. And I always thought my little Bella, who was with me for 18 years, she was a poodle and Maltese mix, multi-poo. And anyways, I always thought that she was from somewhere else and was here to watch, here to guard, and take care of me as much as I took care of her. She was a little package, but boy, she was bright. And that's what I see with Alien as well. A real gift to you. And she got sick at the right time because she needed to come in for a short time. But boy, she touched your heart in a way that was, you know, and at times you feel like there's a dead end with your heart because it's painful, right? Losing our little ones. It's like losing a child. And so we need to focus on the sunshine. We need to focus on letting that light in, especially to our heart region again. Open that heart chakra and let the light shine in. So, Miss Fiji, have you signed up for my workshop yet? And if you haven't, we're going to help you get over that pain. And also, feeling of abandonment comes through with you. So, as a young one, as a child, perhaps, or relationships, that's what it feels like. And so the key is to heal. Yeah. Heal and let that light come in, right? You need to do this to move forward. So we'll see you in the workshop, I hope. Okay. This Friday, Saturday. And if not, it's recorded. Like I said, you can do it and then let us know how you enjoyed it.
Can I watch it twice?
Of course, you can watch it as many times as you want.
Well, my OCD only says 3 times. Can I watch it in 3s?
Yeah, he admitted to it. He admitted that he's got OCD.
My hat's a little crooked. Okay.
No.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in today. Carrie, we always seem to get right to that 2-hour mark. And by the time we have our ending song, we're going to get to that 2-hour mark. If you guys are in Canada, have a safe and wonderful day today. If you have the day off work, we're back tomorrow night, a little bit more late nights with Carrie Kohan. She gets a little feistier in the evenings.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. So be careful. Don't knock my hat, okay? Why don't you ever wear a hat?
Because it's a little crooked.
Oh, who has OCD?
No, not me.
Oh.
Actually, no, it was better crooked, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go.
Well, thank
Cowboy.
you. Thank you. I don't have a whip.
Thank you very much.
I don't carry a whip, but I know how to take care of calves. Okay, here we go. Baby cows. Don't cowboys take on the ranch? Isn't that what you call them, calves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not funny. Oh, God, we're
okay.
funny.
Let's not get back to,
Okay,
we're not going
last
to mention
one,
that.
last one. Last
What's
one.
the universe have
Okay.
to say to people?
So faith, letting go of past pain is like breathing. Take a deep breath in and out. Once the breath is gone, you can never take that same air back in, can you? So each new breath is fresh, clean, and life-giving. Releasing pain through your breath is the same. Simply decide and let go. That is an excerpt from the book, The 5 Lessons of Life, right? And that's the closing remark is, you want to let go? You want to let go? Just imagine that you're breathing in all that crap and then you're breathing it out and letting it go. And simply step into who you truly are.
All right.
Beautiful, energetic.
Valerie says that I make a great brother, like your guardian.
It's true. Yeah, he takes care of me.
Thank you, Carrie. Awesome show. Love the ending songs. Get up and dance.
Yeah.
You two are hilarious. Carrie's not bad herself, but
Yeah.
And don't we all? Yes. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you for supporting me in that.
Someone's gotta.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us in today's show. Carrie has to go. There we go. Carrie has to go, but we're going to leave you with one of the songs she wrote as she's trying to come back. And this one is called, what's this one called, Carrie?
If ever I fall.
Well, you almost did right there.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
you
If
almost
ever
did.
I fall. And so this is about a conversation that I had with Creator when I died my second time. And oh gosh, it might have been the first near-death experience. Yeah. It was where I had to call in God and Creator to be by my side. It was beautiful. So enjoy this song. This is one of the songs that the radio stations have picked up and will be airing hopefully this week, tomorrow. Haven't heard from the station, so when we do know, we'll let you know.
Late change here, Carrie. It's not that one. It's Let's Not Say Goodbye. Okay.
Okay, so this
Another great one.
Yeah, this is another great one. If you haven't gone to, all our, like, what are they? iTunes, YouTube, all of
Spotify, YouTube Music,
Apple, right?
iHeartRadio.
Yeah, go and get our album because all of these songs are on it if you're interested. So Let's Not Say Goodbye is a song I wrote for my husband because we broke up for a period of time, and it was really tough, but we decided, the time was not up yet. We were coming back together again. So I hope you enjoy this. Love is a pretty powerful thing.
All right. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. Hope you can catch us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern. From Carrie and Glenn and Tammy upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful day.
Enjoy, everyone.
We came together with pieces undone, both carrying battles we thought we had won. But your silence mirrored the pain in me, and I saw myself more clearly than I'd ever seen.
We broke like waves on a midnight shore, fighting to stay but needing more. I tried to hold you but had to let go, to find the part of us we didn't know.
So love us into light, don't fear the fall. If we brave, let it be to break down these walls. We were never meant to fix what wasn't
it's for us both to rise. So love us in the light. Let's not say goodbye. You said I changed, and maybe that's true. But changes come when heaven speaks through you. I saw the truth in the darkest of crimes. I knew real love means learning how to fly.
To fly from fear, to fly from blame, to rise in love and call it by name. We're not here to own or change, but to lift each other through the rain. So love us into light, don't fear the fall. If we break, let it be to break down these walls. We were never meant to fix what wasn't whole. We were sent to wake up each other's sleeping soul.
If I leave, it's for us both to rise. So love us in the light. Let's not say goodbye. Let's not say goodbye.
This is the bonus, right, Carrie?
Sure. We were dancing away. It was so much fun.
She was dancing. I was
Yeah,
putting
were
the
doing the
comments
computer
up.
thing.
I was putting the comments
Yeah.
up. All right, folks. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Much love, everyone. Bye now.